see who has the heart.
If you put your effort and concentration into playing to your potential, to be the best that you can be, I don't care what the scoreboard says at the end of the game, in my book, we're going to be winners.
This is your fight. Now go out there and take it.
Are you crying? Are you crying? There's no crying. There's no crying in baseball.
Welcome to a special edition of Applebee's Tailgate Talk, live on location. Don't go away. Applebee's Tailgate Talk is next. Come see all your friends at Applebee's in Athens. 12 minutes guaranteed or it's free Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. 7 items to choose from. Can't make it for lunch? Visit them for happy hour, 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. or late night. Half-price appetizers with beverage purchase, 6 appetizers to choose from. Call 233-4430 or order online at Applebee's.com and pick your meal up with Carside to go. Applebee's Neighborhood Grill, Highway 72 in Athens, just off I-65. Eating good in the neighborhood. Real estate, real easy. That's the motto at Innovative Realty Solutions, and providing the highest quality real estate services is their mission. With sound real estate advice, the latest information, and a skilled analysis of the real estate market, Innovative Realty Solutions offers a better home buying and selling experience with a fair, ethical, and, yes, innovative process. Innovative Realty Solutions. Visit them on Facebook, online at innovativerealtysolutions.com, at 100 North Clinton Street in Athens, or call 230-5950. Innovative Realty Solutions. Real estate, real easy. When things go wrong, State Farm is here to help life go right. And Agent Michael Howell is the one who can help get things back on track. See Michael for your auto, home, life, health, property, and business insurance, and be ready for those unexpected twists that life throws at you. Ask about banking and annuities, too. Call State Farm Agent Michael Howell at 232-5400. Visit him online at michaelhowell.net or go see him at 903 South Clinton Street in Athens. State Farm Agent Michael Howell. There when things go wrong, here to help life go right.
Your roof is the first line of defense for your home. Do you have water stains on your ceiling, paint peeling off your walls, shingles missing? It's probably time for you to get your free roof inspection. Locally owned and operated, licensed, and insured, Yellowhammer Roofing is the Yellowhammer State hometown team. Yellowhammer Roofing. Let our family protect what's most important to you, your family. 256-232-1933 or online at yellowhammerroofing.com.
Quality Vinyl is on your side. Quality Vinyl in Athens has been in business since 1987, offering great prices and service the whole time. What has changed is the technology of their products. From vinyl siding and shutters, sunrooms and screen rooms, to doors, windows, columns, and rails. Quality Vinyl, located on the corner of Highway 72 and Reed Road in Athens, just 6 miles west of I-65. Call 232-2665 or visit them online at qualityvinyl.net. Quality Vinyl is on your side. Daly & Son Car Care is Ardmore's only one-stop auto repair and tire shop. Whether it's major mechanic or brake work or routine maintenance like an oil change or lube job, Daly & Son Car Care has been satisfying customers all over with their fast and friendly service. They're also your headquarters for quality Cooper tires. Stop by and see Wayne, Nikki, or Dale at 25600 Main Street in Ardmore, Tennessee, or call them at 931-427-4651. They're on Facebook, too. Daly & Son Car Care, open Monday through Friday, 7:30 till 5, and Saturday, 7:30 till noon.
Takes a snap. He's rolling to his left. He's looking downfield. He's looking in the end zone. Throws a jump ball. It's complete. Touchdown, Golden Eagles.
Hi, everyone. This is Greg Young. Join me for Golden Eagle football every Friday night on WKAC1080.com.
Athens High School football, also on your WKAC Sports app or on your Amazon or Google Home device by saying Play WKAC Sports. Listen for the radio replays Saturdays at noon and check out the archives on the WKAC Sports page. Golden Eagle football all season long from 1080 WKAC.
Hi, this is former NFL quarterback Don Horn, member of the Super Bowl II Green Bay Packer champions, and you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
Good Saturday morning, everyone, and welcome to Applebee's Tailgate Talk. Tom McClung, Old Tomcat here alongside producer extraordinaire Tim Lambert. We're broadcasting live from the Athens High School Football Stadium, watching a lot of Athens Youth Football going on. Looks like the flag football teams are playing this morning and having a blast, bringing back a lot of memories. Our buddy Todd is a pallbearer at his friend Barry Goff's funeral. He's not with us. And our main man, Tojo, is on the way to watch Bama and Miami play. I have no clue why he would desire to drive so far. Just playing, Bama fans. Just playing. You know I love you. Call or text us at area code 256-812-1848. Area code 256-8121-TGT. Find us online at tailgatetalk.net. You can also follow our Twitter and Instagram accounts at Tailgate Talk AL. Facebook and MeWe, just find us, just type in Applebee's Tailgate Talk. And subscribe to the Applebee's Tailgate Talk YouTube channel. Amazon Echo, say Alexa,
play Tailgate Talk.
Google Home, say, okay, Google.
Play Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
Applebee's Tailgate Talk. Download the Tailgate Talk app for Android or iPhone. Powered by Crown Service, Termite, and Pest Control. Look for Applebee's Tailgate Talk on iTunes, Amazon Music, Google, Spotify, and other podcast platforms. We'll be taking your calls later on the First National Bank hotline, making communities great. And special guests will be brought to you by Yellowhammer Roofing. So we're going to go ahead and get one of our coaches here. Bless his heart. He had such a great win last night, he lost his voice in the middle of it. Coach Bonds, Oscar Bonds of the Tanner High School Rattlers. Welcome to the show, Coach.
Appreciate it.
And this is why we're going ahead and getting him on.
This is why we're going ahead and getting him on. Man, got to go home and get some gargle with some Listerine or something. Make that voice back. Coach, talk about your win, man. I mean, you start the season 0-2, but you're 1-0 right now in section play and region play, and that is you beat section last night.
Right. I think the first two games we had was against two very good teams, which Lexington is 2-1. Ardmore's undefeated.
Yeah.
So it was a good test to get us ready for region play.
Did y'all have to drive up on top of the mountain?
No, they came to us.
They came to y'all. That's good.
Right.
That's really good. They let them drive home feeling bad. We don't care nothing about them boys on the mountain. I got my wife out of Jackson County now, so she's good.
Okay.
But anyway, talk a little bit about the game. How'd it go? I think you had to come back, got behind a little bit maybe, or is that incorrect?
I thought the first half was a defensive game. It was 0-0 at half.
That's right, it was. I was looking at the box score.
We got a couple penalties. We had a touchdown called back. We missed some throws for touchdowns. The second half, they scored first, and we came back and tied it. And then I think they scored again. Then we scored the next two.
Yep.
So we overcame adversity, and that's what I was looking for. And defense played a lot better.
You got 6 in the fourth quarter. Is that right?
Yeah, we got 6 in the fourth quarter
to go ahead for the win.
Right.
Kept everybody healthy and
everybody's healthy. We still got 3 guys out. We should be getting back. 2 of them this week.
That's good. That's good. Well, who do you have coming in next week?
We go to Eider.
Go to Eider.
Yeah, they just beat North Sand Mountain 13-7, so they're 2-1.
Okay. And that's not Ida.
That's not Ida. That's not a hurricane. Don't get that confused with the hurricane that just went through. Yeah. This is Eider.
Eider. Of course, that's the way folks are probably saying Hurricane Eider. So
some around Athens might say that. Right. Exactly right.
So what's Eider got?
Well, I haven't got a chance to watch film on them yet, but just off last year, they real gritty, play physical. Mm-hmm. So smash mouth football.
Okay.
Well, go ahead.
I was looking to see where Eider was. I was thinking it's on the other side of Henniger, so you got to go back. You got to go back on top of the mountain.
Yeah, we go to Eider, then next week we go to North Sand. So we're
2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, we're traveling.
Don't stay in no hotels up there. I don't know if they got any.
Yeah.
Well, Tanner always gets stuck in these regions that
they have to drive.
Red Bay and all over the place.
Red Bay's on the other. That's on the other side.
That was a ride too.
Absolutely. So,
well, can we get a senior from you?
You're reading my brain.
Oh, if I gave you.
We've done Jakeem Fletcher and Alex Custer.
Let's do Trey Crutcher.
Okay.
He moved. He used to go to Tanner in 9th grade, but he moved when I first got here. Went to Huntsville, but he came back for his senior year.
All right.
And he had a pretty good game. He had 2 touchdowns last night.
That's great.
Cool.
That's good. Well, Coach, we're going to let you go, man.
All right,
congratulations on the win, my friend, and we're going to hope to hear from you next week. We'll be 2-0 in the region.
All right.
We actually hope to hear from you.
Yeah. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. We'll toss this over to producer extraordinaire Tim Lambert and get a rundown of the scores.
Okay, so we mentioned Tanner's win. They won 20-14 over Section last night. I don't know if we ever gave the score when we were talking to him. Elsewhere, Ardmore beat Brewer 34-14. It was East Limestone over Lee 24-14. Phil Campbell was all over Elkmont 55-8. James Clemens went to overtime with Bob Jones 35-28, though. The Jets came out on top there, and West Limestone had some trouble with Deschler, as they always do. But they came out on top 21-19. Next week, have you run down our guests for this? You didn't even run down our guest list for this week.
I was concerned about Coach's vocal. All right, hang on a second. You want me to run down the guests right now?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, let's run down the guests that we have coming on today. Obviously, we've had Coach Oscar Bonds on. We have Ray. We was going to have Ray Aikens. But
we've got a coach on standby here in the green room.
In the green room, that's right. Local coaches are going to be Bobby Earl Green with East Limestone, Chad McGehee with James Clemens, head coach Jonathan Snider with Ardmore. Shelby Davis will be joining us from West after that big win at Deschler. And Coach Michael Pendergrast from Elkmont will be joining us. Top of the hour, we'll have Cam Killebrew, son of Hammer and Harmon Killebrew from way back in the day at one of the best players, or best pure hitters around. And we'll also have the voice of the Trash Pandas. We're getting down close to playoff times, and they're even starting selling tickets right now. So, and our Swami of the SEC, who is in Atlanta today, following the Crimson Tide, AP Steadham will be joining us, and we're going to have a great show. So, Tim, are you finished with the rundown?
Not quite yet.
Not quite. Okay, go for it.
I neglected to mention Scores and More, brought to you by P4 Physical Therapy, delivering world-class outpatient care with a purpose. Visit them on Facebook or online at p4physicaltherapy.com. Next week, we will have Jake Crane on the show of the J-Boy Show, and he's got him a...
Got him a gig with Colin Cowherd right now. He's one of the fastest rising talk show podcasts, et cetera, around.
And then upcoming, we will have Sean Parker. He's the PA voice of the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Oh, that ought to be cool.
He's coming on the week after that. So
gotcha.
So there you go.
All right, cool. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to take a quick break. We'll be right back. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC, the Big 1080.
Go to your Amazon Echo and say Play Tailgate Talk, or your Google Home device and say Play Applebee's Tailgate Talk, and hear the show in crystal clear quality. We'll be back with more Tailgate Talk after this. P4 Physical Therapy is a new outpatient provider offering community-based care with a unique partnership model that allows them to consistently deliver world-class outpatient care, emphasizing personalized hands-on treatment. Whether it's orthopedic, physical, geriatric, or manual therapy, sports or neuro rehab, telehealth, or most any type of muscle or joint pain, P4 Physical Therapy promises to treat you with integrity, compassion, faithfulness, and selflessness. Locations in Athens, Huntsville, and Winfield, Alabama, as well as Fayetteville and Knoxville, Tennessee. Look for them on Facebook or online at p4physicaltherapy.com.
Limestone Drug, located on the square in downtown Athens, is your local Health Mart pharmacy. As your local Health Mart pharmacy, Limestone Drug is locally owned and has a personal commitment to the community. Limestone Drug honors prescription drug plans, including Medicare. They accept flex spending cards and fill prescriptions in minutes, not hours. Limestone Drug knows there's nothing more important than your family's well-being. So shop Limestone Drug at 200 West Market Street in Athens. Your local Health Mart pharmacy. Limestone Drug, caring for you and about you.
If you're running out of space and a yard sale just isn't an option, Midpoint Storage and Buddy Box Storage gives you the choice. Midpoint Storage on Highway 72 East has traditional or climate-controlled units along with spaces for your boat or RV. Buddy Box offers convenient, secured, portable storage units delivered right to your home. They're both locally owned, too. Call 256-800-4249. Look for them on Facebook or online at midpoint.storage.com or buddyboxstorage.com. It's a win-win situation. Midpoint Storage and Buddy Box Storage. 256-800-4249.
Ardmore Telephone Company has been operating right here in your community since the 1950s. Over the years, we've brought you advanced communication services such as telephone, high-speed internet, and security systems. And going forward, we'll be right here ready to provide you with innovative services and the high level of customer service you've come to expect. At Ardmore Telephone, our proof is the test of time, running decades deep. We're Ardmore Telephone, and we are here to stay. For more details, call 1-800-830-9946 or visit ardmore.net.
Accidents happen. It's a part of life. So next time a wreck is a part of your life, Sides Auto Body Repair is there to lend a hand. Since 1987, Sides Auto Body Repair has been guiding customers through the repair process with as little stress as possible, offering free estimates, a limited lifetime warranty on their work, as well as saving you the headache of handling the insurance paperwork. They're also ICAR Platinum certified and can boast over 60 years of combined experience. Call their Highway 72 West location at 230-6464 or Highway 72 East at 444-0729. Either way, call them first. Sides Auto Body Repair.
Bring the man in motion across the line of scrimmage. They give it to him on the sweep play. He's outside, got a little bit of room now. Down the sideline, cuts it back. He's angling for the end zone, and he will score.
Wow. Join us this football season for Limestone County football, streamed right to your computer or mobile device on the Play Action Sports app. You can also hear it on your Amazon Echo by saying, Alexa, open Play Action Sports. Listen for the replay of select games Sundays at noon on WKAC and download each game from the archives anytime you want. Limestone County football from Play Action Sports and 1080 WKAC.
Hey, I'm Cody Gross. I'm the head football coach at Athens High School, and you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
And welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Tom McClung here, Old Tomcat, alongside producer extraordinaire Tim Lambert. It's just us two today, boys and girls, so we're digging in. And we're making so many adjustments on the fly. Coach Akins with the Athens Youth Football League couldn't make it, so we got the most important person in the football league anyhow. Coach Ray, if you're listening, sorry, I know you're not the most important. But this lady, April Spurling, the Vice President, Administration, Secretary, Treasurer, everything but Team Mom, right, April?
That's right.
That's right. So you're here. Which team are you representing?
We are for the Athens Youth Football Program. We actually have flag all the way up through 11 and 12U. Flag is 4 to 6-year-olds, and then tackle is 7 to 12.
And that flag football was just cute as a button while we sitting over here watching.
They are.
Kids running like crazy. Now, is this like a jamboree or other people from other areas come in? I thought I saw some kids with Triana on their jerseys.
This is actually our first season of the game. So this is actually we had jamboree last week, and then this is our first season.
First season game. Okay.
Yes.
So it's real. It matters.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. All right. That's great. So the preparation going on, obviously registrations are cut off right now. Or can people still add players?
Registration is finished right now, but we do offer spring football, and that will be coming up in the 1st of January. So if anyone is interested, just hit us up on Facebook at Athens Youth Football, and we will be glad to get you connected in the spring.
And she said she was scared to be on here for a little while. This girl sounds like a veteran. So that's great. The kids are out here playing. Everybody's having. Looks like we're breaking out some some tackle football here on the field. So
yes, sir. This is our 8U group.
8U. Okay, they pull the. We've got the chains, the 10-yard markers there. Yeah, this is real. They're playing the game right now. No more cones on the field. So that's good. When does your son play?
He plays at 12. He plays for 10U.
10U. All
yes,
right.
Sir.
Bobby Earl, Coach. We got Coach Bobby Earl Green with East Limestone Indians sitting over here on the side. You remember those Pee Wee football days, don't we, Coach? Grandson started playing flag. We're going to talk about that here in just a second. So, April, you're representing this here. Good luck with your son's team. Hope you guys get a win today. And, ladies and gentlemen, keep an eye out for that spring football registration that's going to come around. So this spring is like spring training, I guess you would say.
Spring is more travel ball. We try to go out and do more tournaments type things, but fall will be more regular season like high school.
Now we Bobby Earl played at Tanner, so they had their own Pee Wee football league. I played in Athens, and we played at the old middle school. So all of the games being played here?
Yes, sir. All home games are here at the high school stadium. Yes.
All right. Every Saturday through the rest of the season, or through the season?
Yes, we have up until the 1st of November. Yep. We do have a few away games, but the next 2 games are at home. So if anyone would like to come out and support them, we will be here. Gates open at 8 o'clock.
And she was worried, dude. Hey, we got it covered. April Spurling, thank you so much for your time, and we appreciate it. We're going to let you go get back to your kids, and we're going to take a quick break. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC, the Big 1080.
You can help Limestone County student-athletes by donating to the Bama Zach Memorial Scholarship. Send it in care of Garth Garris, 13833 Pinnacle Drive, Athens, Alabama, 35613, or make it in person at First State Bank of the South at 1319 Highway 72 East in Athens. We'll be back with Tailgate Talk after this.
From day one, First National Bank has been built on a strong foundation of community first. First to lend a helping hand, first to help with community events and fundraisers, first to support local students, athletic programs, and civic organizations, first to support events like United Way, Relay for Life, and many more charitable events, and most importantly, working for our great community. Without you, there'd be no First National Bank. Making communities great together, that's what we strive for.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Smith's Heating and Cooling in Elkmont is your friendly local contractor servicing most brands of equipment and proudly installing industry-leading Rheem systems. Whether it's an air conditioner, gas furnace, heat pump, or indoor air quality system, Smith's Heating and Cooling takes pride in their exceptional installation and 24/7 customer service after the fact. They offer financing too. Call 777-5450 today to schedule an appointment or a free no-obligation consultation. Smith's Heating and Cooling. Call 777-5450. Visit them on Facebook or online at smithsheatingandcoolingllc.com.
Hey guys, this is Joanna Clem for CEI Bookstore and Truth Publications. I'd like to personally invite you to visit CEI Bookstore. While you're here, you'll find a wide selection of Bibles, gift items, trustworthy study materials, and more for you and your church. Our friendly staff will be happy to help you with your selections while you shop in the store. We even offer personalized Bible imprinting and gift wrapping. Not in the Athens area? Enjoy shopping with us online at truthbooks.com. CEI Bookstore and Truth Publications, taking his hand, helping each other home.
At Hendricks Power Washing and Striping, your property is their priority. Power washing, striping, seal coating, crack filling, and asphalt maintenance, rain or shine, day or night. Call Colby for a free quote at 256-763-1740. Visit their Facebook page and see what they've done for other satisfied customers. Give your home or business that brand spanking new look, courtesy of Hendricks Power Washing and Striping. Licensed and insured. Call 256-763-1740. Hendricks Power Washing and Striping. Tune in every Tuesday through Thursday this football season for the WKAC Coaches Shows. Join us as we get the scoop from Ardmore, Athens, Clemens, East Limestone, Elkmont, James Clemens, Tanner, and West Limestone. Plus, we give you, the fans, the chance to ask your questions. You can email them to coaches@WKAC1080.com or send them to WKAC Coaches Show, P.O. Box 1083, Athens, Alabama 35612. The WKAC Coaches Shows on 1080 WKAC.
Hi, y'all. This is former Rams cheerleader Jennifer Cobb, and you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
Let me give you some trash talk.
Hey, you want to talk some trash?
Trash?
Oh, I love trash. Trash. Won't pick it up. Take them like no way. Girl, why not take out the trash?
to Applebee's Tailgate Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Tom McClung, Old Tom Cat here alongside producer extraordinaire Tim Lambert. We've got Coach Bobby Earl Green from East Limestone. He's manning the other headset. So, but the guest on the show is a voice of the Rocket City Trash Pandas, Josh Carey. Hey, Josh, good morning. Welcome back.
Hey, Tom. Good to be with you.
Absolutely, man. We're talking another win last night. Playoff tickets have gone on sale. People have been promoted to the major leagues. Dogs and cats living together. It's crazy, man. What's going on?
Yeah, it's been an eventful week. We had a couple of games canceled because of a COVID outbreak with the other team, Tennessee. But guys have bounced back nicely. They've now won 4 in a row. And right now the team is in first place by a half game. They're still a game and a half out of the final playoff spot. But we're getting down to the nitty-gritty, so it should be a lot of fun these final 2 weeks.
So if they don't make the playoffs but still win the division, they will get some recognition for that, right?
Oh, I'm sure there'll be some something on our website or on social media. But, you'd rather get into the playoffs, and we'll see what happens.
That's great. Jansen Junk, he comes close to a perfect game, and next thing you know, he's up with the Angels now.
Yeah, Jansen was perfect through 8 innings last Friday at Biloxi. Had that broken up, but he looked really great on Friday, and he got the opportunity to get called up, and he'll be the 9th Trash Panda playing in the majors this season, and we'll wish him the best. He came over in the Andrew Haney trade with the Yankees, and so so far that trade's worked out very well for the Angels. And I'm sure he'll be out there, I got to think, if not this weekend, sometime next week. And we'll wish him the best because he's a great guy, and glad to see him getting the opportunity.
Absolutely. Watching your social media, all 9 that have been called up to the Angels have been pitchers. Looks like 2 lefties and 7 right-handers. So that Angel staff could be littered with Trash Pandas pitching next year.
Yeah, well, Double-A is kind of a must-stop for a lot of people. So the fact that they have to come through Rocket City, it's sort of a given. They'll have to make that stop before they get to the major leagues. And, the Angels, they're committed to pitching right now. They drafted 20 pitchers in this past draft. They traded for 3 more pitchers at the trade deadline. So that's kind of what they're focused on right now, and that's really what they're looking to rebuild at the major league level. So that's what the focus is on right now, and so far it's worked out very well.
That's great. What's the next game? Is that tonight? I should know that.
Yeah, we play Tennessee tonight and tomorrow. Tonight it'll be fireworks night. Then tomorrow kids will get to run the bases, and then we'll hit the road for 6 against Birmingham next week.
Keep winning, boys. That's all we got to do.
Yeah, exactly. That's all you can do right now.
There's what's the girl's name in the Bull Durham? Hit them where they ain't.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
that's great.
I hear you.
Well, Josh, thank you so much for joining us, man. We know your time is valuable, and we appreciate you coming on the show.
All right, thank you, Tom.
All right, see you. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Josh Carey, voice of the Trash Pandas. Always great to hear from him. Playoff tickets are on sale, and I believe they said if they don't make the playoffs, you'll get it refunded in tickets next year. But it's time to take a break. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC, the Big 1080.
Congratulations to Faith Craig of West Limestone, our Applebee's Neighborhood Athlete of the Week. Faith picks up a gift card from the Athens Applebee's and a Tailgate Talk t-shirt from Gotcha Covered Screen Printing and more. Go to tailgatetalk.net and enter your nominations for future polls. We'll be back with more Applebee's Tailgate Talk after this. When things go wrong, State Farm is here to help life go right. And Agent Michael Howell is the one who can help get things back on track. See Michael for your auto, home, life, health, property, and business insurance, and be ready for those unexpected twists that life throws at you. Ask about banking and annuities, too. Call State Farm Agent Michael Howell at 232-5400. Visit him online at michaelhowell.net or go see him at 903 South Clinton Street in Athens. State Farm Agent Michael Howell. There when things go wrong, here to help life go right. Real estate, real easy. That's the motto at Innovative Realty Solutions, and providing the highest quality real estate services is their mission. With sound real estate advice, the latest information, and a skilled analysis of the real estate market, Innovative Realty Solutions offers a better home buying and selling experience with a fair, ethical, and, yes, innovative process. Innovative Realty Solutions. Visit them on Facebook, online at innovativerealtysolutions.com, at 100 North Clinton Street in Athens, or call 230-5950. Innovative Realty Solutions. Real estate, real easy.
This is Bella LaFontaine with Crown Service Termite and Pest Control. We take care of all the basics. We take care of cockroaches, ants, wasps. As far as rodents go, most places they'll trap or poison, and that's the end of it. What we do is we're actually going to find the entry points, and we're going to take care of that for you. We do a lot of work with a lot of realtors here in town to bring houses to the closing table. So one of the big things about us is that we're not a sales company. We are a service provider. So we're not looking to meet a sales quota. We're looking to get a house ready to go to closing and get our customers taken care of. This is Bella LaFontaine, Crown Service Termite and Pest Control. We are located at 3413 6th Avenue in Huntsville, Alabama. Phone number is 256-701-7095.
Daly & Son Car Care is Ardmore's only one-stop auto repair and tire shop. Whether it's major mechanic or brake work or routine maintenance like an oil change or lube job, Daly & Son Car Care has been satisfying customers all over with their fast and friendly service. They're also your headquarters for quality Cooper tires. Stop by and see Wayne, Nikki, or Dale at 25600 Main Street in Ardmore, Tennessee, or call them at 931-427-4651. They're on Facebook too. Daly & Son Car Care, open Monday through Friday, 7:30 till 5, and Saturday, 7:30 till noon. Need custom screen printing or other promotional products? Got You Covered Screen Printing and More in Athens is, well, got you covered. Screen printing, promotional items, stickers, graphic design, vinyl for signs and garments, and other customized products. They also offer local pickup and delivery services, rush orders, volume discounts, and can customize any project to meet your needs. Got You Covered guarantees to get the job done and will work hard to make sure you're completely satisfied. Call today, 444-4500, or stop by and see them at 389 West Sanderford Road in Athens. Got You Covered Screen Printing and More.
He'll take the snap, looking for running room on the outside. He's at the 10. He's at the 5. Angling for the pylon. He's in. Touchdown, James Clemens.
Be listening for James Clemens High School football this season as the Jets take on the best in Class 7A competition. You can hear every featured game streamed live online at pasnetwork.net, on your Amazon Echo device by saying, Alexa, open Play Action Sports, or on your Play Action Sports app, and later on demand. You can also hear the replays Sundays at noon on WKAC Radio. Join us for exciting coverage of James Clemens Jets football this season from Play Action Sports and 1080 WKAC.
Hey, this is West Limestone Boys basketball coach Justin Taylor, and you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
Welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Tom McClung here, Old Tom Cat, alongside producer extraordinaire Tim Lambert. And we've gone along into the show, but I've got to mention a couple of people that's passed away. He's real close to us. Todd, our man, Todd the Bod, he's pallbearer for Barry Goff, who passed away with COVID this past week. Thursday morning, Limestone County lost a great man, Ernest Glenn Ramsey, formerly of Ramsey Insulation, Ramsey Backhoe. Two-time associate career awards from the Limestone Home Builders Association. You know, back in the day, if your house was insulated, Glenn Ramsey done it. I was glad to know him as my father-in-law for a month. So rest in peace, Glenn. We'll see you again someday. Now, Coach Bobby Earl Green, sitting on a bucket, man.
Sitting on a bucket. They didn't bring me a chair today.
We didn't bring
so
a chair. I'm sorry. I didn't bring a chair either. I had to borrow Tim. So.
But the team was taking care of you, though. So
yeah, pretty comfortable. I've got one out in the truck. I was just too lazy to go get it. Tim's that bucket's pretty comfortable.
It's not bad. It's not bad. I've sat on bucket many times, so that's no big deal.
Big win over East Limestone. Big win last night. So.
Yeah, we had a big win. We needed a win. You know, we'd played our first two games were tough. You know, tough opponents.
Yes, they were.
And they had guys that was making their first ever varsity starts for us, and they're going to be good players.
Yes.
And they've gotten better since that first game. But, I guess being that first game, we made a lot of mistakes. It cost us in the long run.
Right. So you beat Lee 24-14.
Yes.
How did the score break down? First quarter versus. I mean, did you guys come out on fire? Or?
Well, we came out playing pretty well, and then we scored first, and then they scored on. I can't remember how they. I should know. I'm the defense coordinator. I should know how they scored, but I can't remember how they scored. But we ended up going in halftime up 12-7, and then we came out, and it was a tough, hard fought second half. We were able. I think we kind of wore them down just a little bit. With the type of offense that we run, and just kind of wore them down. With that, just keep pounding and pounding on them like we do, and just kind of wore them down. At the end, was able to get a couple of 3 more touchdowns in the second half, or 2 more touchdowns in the second half, and then we had an intercept. They had picked off a pass and ran it back for a touchdown. Is how they scored their other touchdown. So
okay.
But it was a tough ball game. Lee's a good football team, and man, they're huge.
Really?
Yes, they're huge. But but we handled them, and we had we had guys out, injuries and not necessarily positive COVID cases so much, but that contact tracing stuff that we have to deal with sometimes, and so we had starters out. And put young guys in there. Like we had a couple of 9th and 10th graders that were starting for the very first time ever.
Wow.
And they did well.
Now, I think last week said the Coach Pugh said the punter was out.
Yep.
And then his backup was out.
Yep.
So you had to go to a third.
Had to go to the third guy, and it's just kind of like turn around and say, "Hey, go kick," and he did a good job. Yeah. He kicked some last night because our first punter, Jamison Drake, is still out. Hopefully we'll get him back this week, but I don't know yet. He had a pretty bad ankle sprain. He's walking around in the boot. So,
oh, wow. Yeah, if you in the boot, you're pretty bad.
Yeah. Now, if Jamison can play, he'll play. He's a tough kid.
Good. So who do you have next week?
We got May Jemison.
Okay.
And we play, I'm not sure if we play at Milton Frank or if we play them at Lewis Cruz State. I'm not sure because I know they use both.
Yeah.
And so I'm not sure which one, but it is an away game for us next week. Gotcha. Another big challenge. They're going to be big.
Yeah, I was going to say May Jemison's another extraordinarily large football team.
Yeah, they're going to be big, and they got good athletes and stuff. I've watched some of the game film yet. I haven't watched a whole lot yet, but
right.
I was focused on Lee. I didn't want to get too far ahead of myself.
Right.
And so I hadn't seen a lot, but what I've seen, it's going to be another challenge for us for sure.
Now, is Lee a region team?
Yes.
Okay.
That's why it was such an important
game. And what about May Jemison?
May Jemison's a region game too.
All right.
So that's having these region games. We had the 2 games that we played at the beginning, our first 2 games, and lost them. But in the long run, they don't really. I'm not saying they don't matter because we want to win every game.
But it's experience.
But it helped our guys get some experience, and it helped us see where mistakes that we were making, and we've corrected a lot of those. Yeah. Now, we still got more to correct. Having a young football team like that, we got a young, talented football team. And
that's
so
the difference between just the young or
yeah. And so it's just them, us trying to eliminate the mistakes that we're making. That's been costing us some, like it did in the first two ball games.
Coach Pugh mentioned some of the crazy mistakes against Mars Hill.
Yeah,
and it's when you still were within 10 points, I believe, at the end of the game.
Yeah.
So.
We had our chances against Mars Hill. Mars Hill's they're really good. I'm not going to private school.
Sell them short.
I'm just going to say that private school.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah. I'm not going to go any further than that because I don't want to start any controversy.
No controversy here on Applebee's Tailgate Talk Aloud, even though they're private
Todd's
school.
not here, so somebody's got to start.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, bunch of punks. That's what Todd said.
That's what it is.
Yeah, that's it. It is a bunch of punks.
Well, I'll let Todd do that.
Oh, that's great.
When you were talking about the punter being out and all the, did you come out healthy otherwise?
After last night?
After last night?
Yeah. We're still now. Except for all the ones that's out hurt, and we'll get some of those back on Monday or Tuesday.
Okay.
And but as far as last night, we came out healthy last night. No injuries, anything. They're gonna be bumped and bruised, of course, but that's just football. And I know couple of our guys, I don't 3 or 4 of our guys probably, I don't even know if, because of the injuries and stuff that we faced, I don't know that they came off the field. They played every snap on both sides of the ball a lot, and so I know they're tired, probably still in bed. Fortune Wheeler, had a big game last night, 4 touchdowns and almost 300 total yards of offense. So, I know he's tired. Barrett Brown played a really good game for us. Barrett was one that was out the week before, and he was able to come back this week and play. I mean, we had several others that played played really hard. I just know those two because they gave it their all. They were both cramping up really bad, but they wouldn't come out of the game.
Well,
so
let's keep playing through it best you can.
Yeah, that's what they did.
Right. Well, Coach, we appreciate your time coming out. Thanks for coming out, sitting on the bucket for us.
Hey, no problem. I'm gonna go sit on the bucket and watch another football practice here in just a little bit.
Yeah. I think the rest of our guys will be on the be on the hotline. So I have to go look at my. Hang on before we go. I got to get this sponsor in here. Yeah, the rest of them will be on the First National Bank hotline, making communities great. But Coach Bobby Earl Green for the East Limestone High School Indians, thank you for joining us, buddy.
No problem. I love it. Love coming.
It's time to take a break. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC, the Big 1080.
Missed part of this week's show? Archives are available on our website. You can also hear us on your favorite podcast platform, including iTunes, Google, Amazon, and more. Just check out the podcast page at tailgatetalk.net for a list of available apps and links. We'll be back with more of Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC.
This is Joanna for CEI Bookstore and Truth Publications. Many of you are searching for Bible study materials for your Bible classes. Our best-selling Bible curriculum, Discovering God's Way, is a reliable tool for teaching students of all ages through the Bible in its entirety. We're sure you'll love this curriculum, and if you'd like to see other options of Bible classes, we'll be happy to help you select from our topical studies. So stop struggling with the search and come by and let us help you select reliable and meaningful study materials for your class today. CEI Bookstore and Truth Publications, taking his hand, helping each other home.
Limestone Drug, located on the square in downtown Athens, is your local Health Mart pharmacy. As your local Health Mart pharmacy, Limestone Drug is locally owned and has a personal commitment to the community. Limestone Drug honors prescription drug plans, including Medicare. They accept flex spending cards and fill prescriptions in minutes, not hours. Limestone Drug knows there's nothing more important than your family's well-being. So shop Limestone Drug at 200 West Market Street in Athens, your local Health Mart pharmacy. Limestone Drug, caring for you and about you.
Come see all your friends at Applebee's in Athens, Highway 72 West, just off I-65. 12 minutes guaranteed or it's free Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. 7 items to choose from. Can't make it for lunch? Visit them for happy hour, 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. or late night. Half-price appetizers with beverage purchase, 6 appetizers to choose from. One of your favorite teams is sure to be playing on the big screen, too. See you tomorrow at Applebee's Neighborhood Grill, Highway 72 Athens, just off I-65.
Ardmore Telephone Company has been operating right here in your community since the 1950s. Over the years, we've brought you advanced communication services such as telephone, high-speed internet, and security systems. And going forward, we'll be right here ready to provide you with innovative services and the high level of customer service you've come to expect. At Ardmore Telephone, our proof is the test of time, running decades deep. We're Ardmore Telephone, and we are here to stay. For more details, call 1-800-830-9946 or visit ardmore.net.
Quality Vinyl is on your side. Quality Vinyl in Athens has been in business since 1987, offering great prices and service the whole time. What has changed is the technology of their products. From vinyl siding and shutters, sunrooms and screen rooms, to doors, windows, columns, and rails. Quality Vinyl, located on the corner of Highway 72 and Reed Road in Athens, just 6 miles west of I-65. Call 232-2665 or visit them online at qualityvinyl.net. Quality Vinyl is on your side. WKAC wants to recognize our local athletes, and you can help. Go to WKAC1080.com throughout the school year and click on the Tailgate Talk icon to vote for the Applebee's Neighborhood Athlete of the Week. The winner will receive a gift card from Applebee's Neighborhood Grill and a t-shirt from Gotcha Covered Screen Printing and more. Submit your own nominations for future polls, too. While you're there, check out the Tailgate Talk archives and see what you might have missed. That's the Applebee's Neighborhood Athlete of the Week. Cast your vote today from Applebee's Neighborhood Grill and 1080 WKAC.
Hey, this is Jim Bunch. former offensive tackle for the Crimson Tide, and you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
And welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk, ladies and gentlemen, live here at the Athens High School Larry McCoy Field, calling Applebee's Tailgate Talk alongside while we're watching the Pee Wee. Is it called Pee Wee football? This is Athens Youth Football League. Absolutely. And we just got indoctrinated with the concession stand food. The guy says, he don't run a concession stand. They run a restaurant. But I tell you what, these pulled pork barbecue nachos is pretty fine. Coach Chad McGehee of the James Clemens Jet, you should be here with us, Coach, instead of on this First National Bank hotline making communities great. But we might have got you some of this pulled pork barbecue.
That sounds really good today.
It's pretty tasty.
Yeah,
I just got
might
one.
have to run down there.
Hey, come on down. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're out here listening, y'all come on down, enjoy some football, and spend some money at this concession stand. Coach, good win last night, man, overtime.
Yeah, it was, it was what it was. It's a big rivalry game, and, just praise God that, we came out on top, and in such a great atmosphere we had last night, and, the Battle of Madison, and, I was really proud of how our kids battled.
Tim, you were there. The game was broadcast by Play Action Sports.
Yeah, we called the game, and I tell you what, Coach. Now, Bob Jones, quarterback, he was kind of a handful, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's special, and they did some things differently with him than they've done in previous weeks. They utilized him more running the ball, which I thought they did a really outstanding job with that, and he was a handful, and that's why he's a prospect, but I'm really pleased with the fight that our guys had, and obviously there's a lot of things that we've got to do better and we've got to clean up, but hey, a win's a win in a game like that, and we'll take it.
Yeah, and the way he was. The way he was affecting you guys, I thought they've got to be doing something different than they had done, in previous weeks. Things to clean up. It seemed like at times y'all were your own worst enemy with all those penalties.
We did have a lot of penalties, and there were a lot more for us than them. And you can't. And it is what it is, but you can't overcome those a lot of Friday nights in 7A, and so we're gonna have to get those things fixed and clean that up, and it's just hard to call a game when it's 2nd and 20 or 3rd and 20, and you can't get out of your own way. So if we that's uncharacteristic of where we've been the last couple weeks, and it almost bit us last night.
Does some of that stuff come? I don't remember what. I mean, there were several personal fouls, but then motion and just kind of lack of concentration type penalties too. Does that come kind of more with a rivalry game like that?
Well, we had a lot of holding calls last night, and that's stuff that we can fix. Some of the things that we talk about controlling your emotions, and sometimes it gets heated in there, but it's unacceptable, and there's no excuse for things that you talk about as a team. If you're a selfless person, you're not going to do things that are going to hurt the team. But I think the majority of our calls were holding, and so those are things that we can correct, as well.
And I thought of something and it just flew right out of my brain.
I was going to ask him to talk about the overtime. How did that work out? Did you guys have the ball first or last?
Yeah, we got the ball first. We lost the toss, and obviously if you lose whoever wins the toss, you want to play defense first. So they chose to play defense, and then we got to choose our side, and we put the ball down right in front of our student section, which they were tremendous last night. down there, and we got into our heavy package. Oh, we did a great job of pounding the ball last night in the running game. And we had one 99-yard drive that, that's tough on the defense. But overtime, we got in heavy and scored within 3 plays with Dante Snodgrass running kind of a wildcat package and taking it in. And, and then we went 4 downs and held on the next possession to win the game.
One of the things I was going to ask, Gio Lopez, man, he can thread the needle with those passes, and there were some that I thought, oh man, that's going to get picked off, but it just went right through the defender's fingers and into the receiver's hands, and man, he's a good one.
Well, I've been trying to tell you guys. I guess nobody believes me.
I watched him last year, so I knew he was good last year too. But
yeah, I've been telling everybody he's a special kid. He's a special talent, and he just, and he's got to have a little more help in the second half. We dropped several balls that, he does things with his legs, and he made a great throw back across the field, which you kind of don't want to see, but and receiver dropped it, and I felt like that, if we'd have scored there, that would have closed the door in the first half, with us getting the ball in the second half. But, we didn't, but he's special. Great accuracy, great touch, great arm, live arm. Can extend the plays with his legs. I mean, he's kind of the complete package.
Yeah, and the drop balls was something I was going to mention too, because there were the guys were just wide open and just missed. Cam Barnett was our player of the game last night, and of course that was a defensive deal.
Guy.
Talk about him a little bit.
Well, Cam had a pick 6 last night. Just really made a great read and was able to jump the route and take it back and he scored 2 touchdowns this year. He's blocked a punt. Phenomenal. He blocked it and took it right off the punter's hand down off the foot at Murphy and scored there. So he's got more touchdowns than some of our offensive players right now. But he's a kid. He's there every day. He doesn't say a lot, but he works extremely hard, and I'm just so proud that he's having such a great senior year so far.
We all got Austin Thursday night. We'll be at that game too, and hopefully we don't get run out of the press box like we did last night. The Bob Jones folks ran us out last night after I had everything set up. But it's a Thursday night game against Austin.
Yeah, it's going to be a short week, and playing on Thursday night. So, traditionally Austin and James Clemens over the last 7 years, it's come down to these 2 teams for the region title, as it's been. So, they're going to be well coached and they're going to be athletic. So we're going to have to do a really good job this week of being prepared.
Well, let's get to our seniors here. See if we can get 3 more to our senior spotlight.
Okay. Well, I'll start with Dante Snodgrass, who scored the game-winning touchdown last night. He's a senior running back. A lot of people may remember Snodgrass, his father, who was from here and played at Florida State years ago. But he's been tremendous this year, and he really did a great job and scored the winning touchdown last night, which I was real pleased, real happy for him. Another kid that had a big night last night is senior receiver Tyreek Walker. Came up with some big catches last night, touchdown, and he's tremendous out on the edge, on the perimeter for us, and returns punts for us as well, and kickoffs. So had a big night last night. And then Darren Virage, senior defensive lineman, that works extremely hard and has been really steady for us on defense in the run game. I just can't say enough about him and how he's worked and where he's gotten himself to. this year, and he's a big reason for some of our success on defense as well.
Well, Coach, that's great. Good luck next week against Austin, man. You got to beat them Black Bears, and we're looking for another region title this year.
All right. Well, y'all don't eat too much of that pulled pork over there, okay?
I'm getting on it as soon as we go to commercial break, buddy.
All right. Y'all have a good one.
You too, Coach. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Coach good grief, Coach Chad McGehee. And he was on the first James Clemens Jets. He was on the First National Bank hotline, making communities great. Always great talking to Coach McGehee with the James Clemens Jets. It's time to take a break. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC, the Big 1080.
Look for Tailgate Talk on Facebook. Just search for Tailgate Talk and make the connection. Call or text us with your comments during the show at 256-812-1848. We'll be back with more Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC.
Your roof is the first line of defense for your home. Do you have water stains on your ceiling, paint peeling off your walls, shingles missing? It's probably time for you to get your free roof inspection. Locally owned and operated, licensed, and insured, Yellowhammer Roofing is the Yellowhammer State hometown team. Yellowhammer Roofing. Let our family protect what's most important to you, your family. 256-232-1933 or online at yellowhammerroofing.com.
Smith's Heating and Cooling in Elkmont is your friendly local contractor servicing most brands of equipment and proudly installing industry-leading Rheem systems. Whether it's an air conditioner, gas furnace, heat pump, or indoor air quality system, Smith's Heating and Cooling takes pride in their exceptional installation and 24/7 customer service after the fact. They offer financing too. Call 777-5450 today to schedule an appointment or a free no-obligation consultation. Smith's Heating and Cooling. Call 777-5450. Visit them on Facebook or online at smithsheatingandcoolingllc.com. At Hendricks Power Washing and Striping, your property is their priority. Power washing, striping, seal coating, crack filling, and asphalt maintenance, rain or shine, day or night. Call Colby for a free quote at 256-763-1740. Visit their Facebook page and see what they've done for other satisfied customers. Give your home or business that brand spanking new look, courtesy of Hendricks Power Washing and Striping. Licensed and insured. Call 256-763-1740. Hendricks Power Washing and Striping.
This is Bella LaFontaine with Crown Service Termite and Pest Control. We take care of all the basics. We take care of cockroaches, ants, wasps. As far as rodents go, most places they'll trap or poison, and that's the end of it. What we do is we're actually going to find the entry points, and we're going to take care of that for you. We do a lot of work with a lot of realtors here in town to bring houses to the closing table. So one of the big things about us is that we're not a sales company. We are a service provider. So we're not looking to meet a sales quota. We're looking to get a house ready to go to closing and get our customers taken care of. This is Bella LaFontaine, Crown Service Termite and Pest Control. We are located at 3413 6th Avenue in Huntsville, Alabama. Phone number is 256-701-7095.
Real estate, real easy. That's the motto at Innovative Realty Solutions, and providing the highest quality real estate services is their mission. With sound real estate advice, the latest information, and a skilled analysis of the real estate market, Innovative Realty Solutions offers a better home buying and selling experience with a fair, ethical, and, yes, innovative process. Innovative Realty Solutions. Visit them on Facebook, online at innovativerealtysolutions.com, at 100 North Clinton Street in Athens, or call 230-5950. Innovative Realty Solutions. Real estate, real easy. The Play Action Sports Report is back in podcast form. Look for it every Wednesday on your favorite podcast platform. The Play Action Sports Report. Scores, interviews, highlights, and more from school, youth, and amateur sports in Athens and Limestone County. The Play Action Sports Report every Wednesday on your favorite podcast platform or online at pasnetwork.net.
Hey, this is Michael Parker, head football coach at Clemens High School, and you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
And welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry. I apologize. But these pulled pork nachos are pretty good. And we have Cam Killebrew joining us on our Tailgate Talk special guest segment, brought to you by Yellowhammer Roofing. Cam, forgive me, sir. I had just taken a big bite of nachos and pork, and then Tim goes, 10 seconds, and points at me. I'm like, oh, my gosh.
That sounds awesome. I could use some of that right now.
I'm sorry for crunching in your ear. Ladies and gentlemen, Cam Killebrew.
Okay.
If you know baseball, you know Harmon Killebrew. Cam is the son of Harmon Killebrew. Killebrew played with the Twins for 22 years, I believe. Nicknames such as the Killer and Hammer and Hank, or Hammer and Harmon. Sorry, I got the wrong Hammer in there.
Wrong Hammering, yeah.
But I used to watch your dad. They would do replays of the old home run derby shows.
Oh yeah, those are awesome.
And I believe that it was one of those shows was with Harmon, Hammer and Harmon, and Hammer and Hank were both together against each other. So I mean,
that's correct. Yeah, there's one with him and Henry Aaron, Mickey Mantle.
Yep.
Rocky Colavito, a few others.
Yeah,
that was a great series.
And nobody was in the stands, dude.
No.
It was just to close the thing off and had an announcer, and it was as boring as it could be, except the fact that it was Harmon Killebrew and these guys crushing home runs, man.
Pre-COVID times, and there still was nobody in the stands.
Exactly.
It was basically a TV studio in the old Wrigley. Well, they called it Wrigley Field in Los Angeles. It's where the Angels originally played before they built Anaheim Stadium.
What is some of the stories you remember from back in those days? I mean, your dad played till 75, so that made me 10 years old. So,
well, I guess I'm significantly older than you. Well, I have a lot of stories, and I don't know exactly what you're looking for, but I'm
just
pretty fortunate.
Yeah, just talk, man.
I'm pretty fortunate because my father was very young when I was born, so I saw most of his career all the way through till he retired in 1975. In his last season, he played with Kansas City Royals. So he came up with the Senators in the 50s, and then they moved to Minnesota in 1961. So he played Minnesota from 1961 to 1974 and then finished up in Kansas City. So from 54 to 1960, he was up and down with the Washington Senators. So, yeah, I just have so many memories, so many great things, from World Series to All-Star games to, significant home runs and all kinds of things. I guess one of the best memories I have is when he hit a home run into the upper deck in Metropolitan Stadium in Minnesota, which was the first time that had ever been done. So that was a pretty nice day.
That's a
and
pretty good poke right there.
Yeah, it was a pretty good poke, 521 feet.
Ooh.
So, and that was pre-juiced up ball era. So.
Pre-juiced up everything era.
Yeah, exactly. Pre-juiced up everything. Good point. So yeah, that was quite a blast.
Yeah. Do you remember what kind of bats they swing? Was it just oak? Because nowadays you have 2 or 3 different kind of wood bats and.
Yeah, I believe in those days he swung a Louisville Slugger, and I believe in those days they were made out of ash.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken. I hope I'm saying that correctly. I know in the old days they used to use hickory, but I think hickory was a little bit heavier.
Right.
So he liked to, despite the fact he was very, very strong, he liked a light bat. He liked a bat that he could swing quickly through the zone. So he used a 32-ounce bat.
Okay. That is light.
It's light, yes.
Yeah. I remember not comparing Hammer and Hank to, Hammer and Harmon. I've done it twice. I apologize, Cam. But
that's okay.
Chipper Jones would actually swing a heavier bat, so his swing would be a little bit slower, I guess. But I would like. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say when I played, I was kind of skinny, so I needed a light bat. I didn't any heavy bat. I'd be late on the ball.
Well, he liked a light bat so that he could wait till the last minute before he made a decision on whether to swing or not, and he could swing it quickly through the zone. So I know they talk about Babe Ruth using like a 50-ounce bat or something crazy. I don't know how he did that in those days, but he liked a light bat, and most of his contemporaries like Mickey Mantle used a real light bat. I believe Hank Aaron also used a very light bat. So that's just what they did during that era.
Did your dad ever? I should have looked this up. Did he ever have any World Series titles with the Twins?
Well, unfortunately, he got to the World Series only one time, which was in 65, and they played the Dodgers, and they lost in the 7th game, and a guy named Sandy Koufax shut them out 2-0 in Game 7.
Wow!
So they came one game short from the World Series title during his playing time with the Twins.
It's one thing you know when you read on Wikipedia, you hear this or you hear that. So this is one of the things in this paragraph said, despite those intimidating nicknames like the Killer or Hammering Harmon, he says he was really a quiet, kind guy. And they asked what some of the hobbies he had. He just said just washing the dishes, I guess.
Yeah, I've seen that before, and I don't know if he said that to be funny, but he was just a regular guy. He just happened to play baseball for a living, and when he was home, he was just dad. And he would wash the dishes, and he would vacuum the floor. He would cook dinner during the off season. He did a lot of cooking, and he liked to hunt and fish and do those things as well. But like I say, when he was home, he was just dad. And one thing I do remember when he was playing, he would come home after a game, and you couldn't tell if he hit 3 home runs or struck out 3 times. He was the same every time, and I think that was really important to his success because he never got too high, never got too low, was able to shake off bad days and not get too full of himself when he had great days. And so I think that was a key to success, and I learned a lot from that, watching that.
Yeah, it seemed like he wasn't into that self-promotion like so many of these
not at all.
These
not at all.
Years, these days.
That was not his. Exactly. Never saw him argue with an umpire. Never saw him fight on the field. I saw him separate some fights or pull some people away, but he just he tried to play the game low key, play it right. Always worked hard. Was not self-promoting, as you say.
One of the things that I always love hearing stories or even talking to some of the old ball players on here is today's Major League game, if they had the strike zone that they had back when your dad played, this would be a totally different game today. I mean, the strike zone's the armpits to the knees. Nowadays, you have to throw one in a coffee can to get a strike called.
It's true. They used to call the high strike quite often when he played. And so pitchers like Jim Palmer, for example, was a high fastball pitcher. So he would throw those letter high fastballs with a lot of velocity, which is very hard for anybody to hit.
To catch up with, yeah.
And catch up, and those would be strikes. Well, now those wouldn't be called strikes. So you could lay off that pitch and wait for one that was easier to hit down in the zone, because it's hard to be quick on a fastball that's up in the zone.
Yeah. And he was also named to 13 All-Star teams.
That's correct.
What an era, man! What a.
Well, I think it was. I guess everybody thinks the era they grew up in is the best era for baseball if they're a baseball fan. But growing up in the '60s, like I did, I very much think that was baseball's golden era. A lot of great players. I was fortunate enough to see the best: Mickey Mantle, Hank Aaron, Willie Mays, those kind of players. So it was a great era to watch baseball and a great era to grow up, and especially growing up in the game like I did. So I was at the ballpark every day when I didn't have a game of my own. So I spent a lot of time watching baseball in that time.
You said a game of your own. Now talk a little bit about your playing career. Did you go?
Well, I played a lot of baseball growing up. I played all through college and was fortunate enough to be drafted by the Texas Rangers. Played a couple years in the minor leagues, but unfortunately I didn't progress past that point. Had a few injuries to deal with and so forth. But it was tough to live up to the expectation having a father like that. But I played some pretty good ball up until that point. So I loved baseball. Thought that would be my career, but it just didn't didn't turn out that way.
Didn't turn out. Well, what are you doing nowadays?
Well, I live in Atlanta, and I've been here for a number of years. I work actually in the automotive industry.
Okay.
Been doing that a long, long time. Work for a dealer group.
Okay.
So yeah,
in sales.
I've been all kind of management over a period of time. Now I spend most of my time in the used car part of our industry, purchasing cars,
inventory,
selling cars, inventory management. Yeah.
Yes.
Right now it's a little difficult.
It's a little difficult.
We have some challenges right now.
That's the truth.
But it's been good. Yeah.
That's great.
Well, so many of the kids nowadays are, want to just zone in on one sport and just do that all the time, and parents are, encourage them to do that. Your dad, though, he was a multi-sport athlete and was encouraged to do that growing up.
Yes, when he was a kid and myself as well, he played all three sports. He was an All-American football player. As a matter of fact, he was going to go to the University of Oregon and play quarterback.
Wow.
Was also a basketball star. But he signed a baseball contract because, unfortunately, my grandfather, his father, passed away when he was 16. So, the family was financially in tough times. So they needed some help, and he got a contract with the Washington Senators, and he decided to sign that contract instead of going to college. So, but yes, back then you played three sports if you were a good athlete, and I think it was much better. These kids focus on one sport now. They play baseball all year round. They all have Tommy John surgeries by the time they're 19 years old. So
that's the truth.
I just think that playing three sports is very important to progression for athletics.
Yeah, and travel ball is a totally different animal all on its own nowadays.
That's correct.
Yeah, that's true. So, one thing I want to point out here about your dad that's mentioned is that he became a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and he never smoked and he never drank.
That's correct.
Especially during that era, everybody
smoked and drank.
I mean, the stories that we hear about. So, another congratulations and kudos for your dad.
Well, I don't know if you can say everybody, but
not everybody, but we hear the stories. I'll put it that way.
You hear the stories. That's correct. But he didn't smoke or drink, and never heard him say a swear word.
I will be.
Growing up, so that's pretty unusual for a professional baseball player. That's for sure.
Pretty unusual for everybody, buddy.
That's right. That's right.
I can't say that. Never mind. I'll just be quiet.
It's okay. That's all right.
Well, any other stories he might have told you that maybe you weren't around to see?
Well, I mean, there's so many interesting stories, but I guess the story that is interesting is he was 17 years old when he signed his first major league contract, and how that came to be. He grew up in a little small town in Payette, Idaho, very small town, and a senator in the state of Idaho had told the Washington Senators about this kid in Idaho that could hit the ball a country mile. So they sent a scout out to Idaho. His name was Augie Bluegee. He was a former Major League Baseball player. So he came out, watched my dad play in a high school game, and he hit a home run 450 feet. He went out and marked it off, stepped it off out into a sugar beet field, is where the ball landed.
We don't have too many of those down here.
We don't have those in the South.
No, sir.
But in that part of the world, they have a lot of them. So anyway, he marked that off, and he thought, boy, that's a pretty good blast for a 17-year-old kid. So he offered him a contract. And after he signed the contract, he got on a train to Chicago, where the Senators were playing the Chicago White Sox. And he went into pinch run of all things during the game. And so the very first game that he ever saw, major league game, he actually played in. So, having grown up in Idaho, he'd never seen a Major League Baseball game.
Wow.
So, yeah.
It makes me think of
Jerry Clower.
No. What's the movie? Tom Hanks. Gina Davis. League of Their Own. Yeah.
League of Their Own.
They're going out and looking at the girls.
The milkmaids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want her. I don't want you. She's the one that can hit the ball.
Yep.
That's
and
good.
unfortunately, in those days, he signed a major league contract, a bonus contract, and so he had to stay up with the major league for 2 years. So 17, 18, 19 years old, he was on the major league team, and he didn't get to play much, which kind of slowed his development down. So after 2 years, he was able to go down to the minor leagues and get some experience.
Is that when he went to Chattanooga and played?
Correct. He played in Chattanooga, played in Charlotte, so he spent some time in the South.
Absolutely. Well, Cam, speaking of spending time, thank you so much for spending your time with us this morning.
Absolutely. Anytime. Enjoyed it.
Run out of time in this segment, and we want to thank you for talking about your dad, buddy. We appreciate that.
Thank you very much.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, Cam Killebrew, son of Harmon Killebrew, one of the best hitters to ever play the game. It's time to take a quick break. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC, the Big 1080.
Download the Tailgate Talk app and get 4 apps in one. You can hear Applebee's Tailgate Talk every Saturday morning at 10, Athens High Sports from WKAC Sports, Limestone County and James Clemens Sports from Play Action Sports, or your favorite oldies on WKAC. Applebee's Tailgate Talk will be right back. Quality Vinyl is on your side. Quality Vinyl in Athens has been in business since 1987, offering great prices and service the whole time. What has changed is the technology of their products. From vinyl siding and shutters, sunrooms and screen rooms, to doors, windows, columns, and rails. Quality Vinyl, located on the corner of Highway 72 and Reed Road in Athens, just 6 miles west of I-65. Call 232-2665 or visit them online at qualityvinyl.net. Quality Vinyl is on your side. If you're running out of space and a yard sale just isn't an option, Midpoint Storage and Buddy Box Storage gives you the choice. Midpoint Storage on Highway 72 East has traditional or climate-controlled units along with spaces for your boat or RV. Buddy Box offers convenient, secured, portable storage units delivered right to your home. They're both locally owned, too. Call 256-800-4249. Look for them on Facebook or online at midpoint.storage.com or buddyboxstorage.com. It's a win-win situation. Midpoint Storage and Buddy Box Storage. 256-800-4249. When things go wrong, State Farm is here to help life go right. And Agent Michael Howell is the one who can help get things back on track. See Michael for your auto, home, life, health, property, and business insurance, and be ready for those unexpected twists that life throws at you. Ask about banking and annuities, too. Call State Farm Agent Michael Howell at 232-5400. Visit him online at michaelhowell.net or go see him at 903 South Clinton Street in Athens. State Farm Agent Michael Howell. There when things go wrong, here to help life go right. P4 Physical Therapy is a new outpatient provider offering community-based care with a unique partnership model that allows them to consistently deliver world-class outpatient care, emphasizing personalized hands-on treatment. Whether it's orthopedic, physical, geriatric, or manual therapy, sports or neuro rehab, telehealth, or most any type of muscle or joint pain, P4 Physical Therapy promises to treat you with integrity, compassion, faithfulness, and selflessness. Locations in Athens, Huntsville, and Winfield, Alabama, as well as Fayetteville and Knoxville, Tennessee. Look for them on Facebook or online at p4physicaltherapy.com.
From day one, First National Bank has been built on a strong foundation of community first. First to lend a helping hand, first to help with community events and fundraisers, first to support local students, athletic programs, and civic organizations, first to support events like United Way, Relay for Life, and many more charitable events, and most importantly, working for our great community. Without you, there'd be no First National Bank. Making communities great together, that's what we strive for.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Keep up with local school, travel, youth, and amateur sports throughout the week with the Play Action Sports Update. Listen weekday mornings mornings at 7:30 and weekday afternoons at 1:30 and 3:30 as we bring you the latest scores, news, and announcements from Limestone County and surrounding communities. That's the Play Action Sports Update 3 times a day, Monday through Friday on 1080 WKAC.
Hey, this is Jared McIntyre, former wide receiver for the Auburn Tigers, and you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
And welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Tom McClung, Old Time Cat, here alongside the producer extraordinaire, Tim Lambert. And we got Coach Bobby Earl Green sitting over here. He's got the microphone pointed high so he don't have to talk, but he's listening. And on the First National Bank hotline, making communities great, we've got Coach Jonathan Snider, head coach of the Ardmore Tigers. Coach, congratulations on the win last night.
Thank you very much. It was good to, I'll say the word, survive another one.
Well, 34-14 is a final. Was it tighter than what it looked at the end?
Well, we went down 14-0 in the first quarter.
Oh, wow.
Sort of was getting outplayed at the beginning of the ball game. Got some things that we had not seen and did not adjust well to on the fly. Thought we had an adjustment and then blew another coverage. But, my old saying is if the kids don't know what to do, that's on me. If it's effort, then that's on them. And last night early in the game, it was on me as a head coach, just not making the right preparations and adjustments. But once we got settled in, we ended up scoring 34 unanswered.
Gotcha.
And our kids sort of got it going a little bit. But now hats off to Brewer and Coach Plunkett and his staff. They were well prepared. They were ready to play. They got after us. We were just fortunate enough to wear them down and end up getting some things going in the second half.
I was sitting here looking at the box score, and you got looks like you scored 21 points in the fourth quarter. Is that from, you think, maybe, like you said, adjusting to their first starts and then wearing them down toward the end?
Yeah, we gave up 2 first quarter touchdowns. They actually drove the ball they fumbled on the one going in right before half, and we recovered it, which was huge. Had about a minute left in the half. They would have gone up 21-7. So our kids, they kept fighting. We were not playing well. Sort of got us on our heels a little bit. But after that, the momentum turned a little bit, even going into half down 14-7. We came out. We got the ball to start the second half. We drove down the field, scored. Missed a 2-point conversion. It was a terrible decision on my part to do it, but you live and you learn. But after that, defensively, we maybe gave up 2 first downs in the second half. We came out, we played a lot better. They sort of threw the kitchen sink at us early, did some things that our kids couldn't, their eyes couldn't adjust to, and but nonetheless, our kids are resilient. They fought their tails off. So had several people text me that said, hey, these teams in the past may have folded, but your kids kept fighting. And, that's not a testament to us. That's a testament to them that they, somebody towed the line and we were able to fight and win.
Well, I know it's tough to single out one person, but can you? Kind of a player of the game type thing.
Yeah, well, I'd probably have to say it would be Justin Coverdale. Justin was out last week's game, came back this week. Didn't get a lot of reps in practice. Our Thomas Colston was banged up a little bit. Matter of fact, he went out for pregame just to sort of test his injury, and he said, Coach, I feel good. So we dressed him out. We were going to use him as an emergency only, and didn't use him in the first half, but used him in the second half. But, Coverdale, man, he stepped up. I think he had 190 yards rushing, roughly 180, 190 yards rushing, scored 4 touchdowns. Wow. Talked to him after the game. He said, Coach, I've carried the ball twice in my varsity career, and he carried it 25 times last night. And, he was sort of the hot hand, and that's the thing about, we don't have a lot of depth, but we have kids that play both ways a lot. But, when the thing I like about our kids is that when their number's called, they tend to accept the challenge and face it, full frontal. Now Thomas came in the second half, had some carries for us that were big. He had, 8 or 9 carries for 30, 40 yards. And, so that was big to give Coverdale a break. Trevor Sims carried the ball a good bit. Jeffrey Martin, we had 4 running backs carried the ball some. And, but Coverdale probably overall was probably our player of the game. He got us ticking on offense or clicking on offense. And, hats off to him and the offensive staff for staying true to what we do.
Were you talking about injuries? Did you come out pretty healthy after last night?
We did. We had a DB that had an ankle. He went to the Friday night clinic last night. I don't think it's anything serious, but he's got to go get checked back up on Tuesday, I think, of this week. But other than that, we had a lot of cramps again last night. I'm pulling my hair out, what little hair I got left. But I'm pulling it out, trying to figure out what to do about all these cramps. I know everybody's faced, a lot of people are facing them, but, we're going to have to change something to try to prevent it. We can't, at one point in time, we had 2 kids playing in the secondary at a very pivotal point of the game that probably got maybe 2 snaps of practice reps this week, but because of cramps and things like that, we were just essentially pulling people off the sideline, telling them to go play. But,
well, Coach, my son graduated in 2008 and played for West Limestone, and I think he went through a case of mustard every year because of his cramps.
Well, hey, we've done mustard, we've done pickle juice, we had people on the sideline with those electric massagers, and Lord, I looked over there one time, it looked like a MASH unit. We had kids laid out all over the place. I thought, my gosh, I'm gonna get fired because we got too many cramps going on. So we're gonna have to figure out something.
Well, the thing is, it's not like they're not in shape. Whatever it is, it's just they have to bring some get a truck out of South Florida or something, bring some bananas up.
Yeah, I know. We're going to have to do something, but we'll figure it out. Our kids fought through it, man. I'm proud of them.
That's great. Next week, Lawrence County High School, Moulton, away.
Yep, another road game, another region game. I told our kids that, going on the road and region play, regardless of what teams have done, you're going to get their best. Lawrence County's going through a transition of a new coach. They're trying to find their way a little bit, much like we are. We're fortunate to be 3-0, but we're still trying to find ourselves a little bit, guys here and there. And, going on the road to Lawrence County, they have a really good program. Coach Walker does a good job. He came from Coleman, so he's got good pedigree, coached on the college level. So, he knows how to coach, and he's going to have his kids ready to play. And we need to be ready to play. We need to go 2-0 in the region after Friday night.
Absolutely. Well, Coach, we want to Tim, you got – didn't know if you want to do a senior spotlight.
Well, yes, I started to say I wasn't hearing what you were doing. I was talking to somebody here, so I'm assuming you covered the game.
I covered this game, and then we talked about the next week's game.
Okay. So yes, let's do the senior spotlight.
All right, Trevor Sims. Trevor Sims is a man. You talking about a fighter? He's a kid that did not play last year. I don't really know why he didn't play last year. I didn't ask him. All I know is that he's on my team this year. Trevor's one that has stepped up big for us in all 3 ball games that we've had thus far. He's a running back. Last night he actually played about 5 or 6 snaps at corner because we had some cramps, and came in and they actually picked on him about the second play he was in, and he covered a guy, had a blanket coverage on him, knocked the ball out. I don't know, man. These kids are resilient. Trevor's one that overcomes a lot. He has a lot to overcome, and he shows up every day, and man, he goes to work. He gives us a little bit of speed in the backfield to 1-2 punch with Ian Colston, and I'm really, really proud of Trevor Sims and how far he's come, and I love that kid to death, and do anything in the world for him, and I'm glad he's an Ardmore Tiger for sure.
Well, Coach, that's great. Good luck in Moulton next week, and get rid of them cramps if you can.
I'm going to try my best. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks for your time, Coach. And ladies and gentlemen, that's Coach Jonathan Snider, the head coach of the Ardmore Tigers on the First National Bank hotline, making communities great. It's time to take a quick break. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC, the Big 1080.
This is Bella LaFontaine with Crown Service Termite and Pest Control. We take care of all the basics. We take care of cockroaches, ants, wasps. As far as rodents go, most places they'll trap or poison, and that's the end of it. What we do is we're actually going to find the entry points, and we're going to take care of that for you. We do a lot of work with a lot of realtors here in town to bring houses to the closing table. So one of the big things about us is that we're not a sales company. We are a service provider. So we're not looking to meet a sales quota. We're looking to get a house ready to go to closing and get our customers taken care of. This is Bella LaFontaine, Crown Service Termite and Pest Control. We are located at 3413 6th Avenue in Huntsville, Alabama. Phone number is 256-701-7095.
At Accidents happen. It's a part of life. So next time a wreck is a part of your life, Sides Auto Body Repair is there to lend a hand. Since 1987, Sides Auto Body Repair has been guiding customers through the repair process with as little stress as possible, offering free estimates, a limited lifetime warranty on their work, as well as saving you the headache of handling the insurance paperwork. They're also ICAR Platinum certified and can boast over 60 years of combined experience. Call their Highway 72 West location at 230-6464 or Highway 72 East at 444-0729. Either way, call them first. Sides Auto Body Repair.
Ardmore Telephone Company has been operating right here in your community since the 1950s. Over the years, we've brought you advanced communication services such as telephone, high-speed internet, and security systems. And going forward, we'll be right here ready to provide you with innovative services and the high level of customer service you've come to expect. At Ardmore Telephone, our proof is the test of time, running decades deep. We're Ardmore Telephone, and we are here to stay. For more details, call 1-800-830-9946 or visit ardmore.net.
Daly & Son Car Care is Ardmore's only one-stop auto repair and tire shop. Whether it's major mechanic or brake work or routine maintenance like an oil change or lube job, Daly & Son Car Care has been satisfying customers all over with their fast and friendly service. They're also your headquarters for quality Cooper tires. Stop by and see Wayne, Nikki, or Dale at 25600 Main Street in Ardmore, Tennessee, or call them at 931-427-4651. They're on Facebook too. Daly & Son Car Care, open Monday through Friday, 7:30 till 5, and Saturday, 7:30 till noon. Check out the WKAC sports page. Go to WKAC1080.com and click on the WKAC sports icon. You can listen to the current sports stream as well as game archives, past coaches shows, and Applebee's Tailgate Talk on demand. If you're on your smartphone, you can stay automatically updated as new items are posted. The WKAC sports page. Another reason why your best source for Limestone County sports is WKAC1080.com and 1080 WKAC.
Hi, this is David Cox, girls basketball coach at Athens Bible School, and you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
And welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk, ladies and gentlemen. We're live here at Larry McCoy Field watching the Athens Youth League football games going on. Come on out, hit this concession stand wide open. That pulled pork nachos was pretty good just a little while ago. And ladies and gentlemen, on the First National Bank hotline, making communities great, we have the head coach of the West Limestone Wildcats, Coach Shelby Davis. Coach Davis, welcome back to the show, man.
Good morning, guys. How y'all?
Man, we are good. Big win, big road win, big region win last night against Deschler.
Absolutely, man. Look, I can't say enough about our kids. So proud of them and proud of our coaches, and just proud of our community and our school. And there's something really special going on out of West Limestone, that's for sure.
This is your fourth year there, isn't it, Coach?
Yes.
That's what I was thinking. And you came in, you followed a coach that had been there for a while, and you've done a great job with them. And but I've got a question about one kid that you got, and I knew this boy when he was I don't know that I knew him when he was in diapers, but I knew him when he was really young. Sawyer Reeves. Austin's his older brother. What position does he play?
Sawyer Reeves. He plays some tight end for us and plays defensive end for us. He missed a year from a shoulder injury, and I think he played for us our first year, played a little JV, and then last year, his role was, I think he played some JV, and, his role was real minor. But this year, I think he's just about on every special teams, and he's doing a great job of being one of our leaders and stepping in when it was his time to play.
Yeah, I've known his mom for years, and seeing him come out, seeing the Facebook pictures, and he's getting dirty. He's not the size of an offensive lineman, so I was curious as to what position he played. That's good.
Absolutely.
Thanks, bud. Appreciate that. Plus, Patty, if you're listening, I'll give you boy a little bit of credit out there, so give him a shout out. But like I said, Coach, you guys went to Deschler, and any trip to Deschler is a hard game. And
oh man, it was a great game. We told our kids that, and they know we've played Deschler probably tougher than anybody in the region the last couple of years, and beat them for the second time in school history last year, and got them this year, and we knew it was going to be tough, and we were going to face some adversity, and just a great game. We scored and went up, and then they scored, and we scored again, and then they scored, and they scored to go up, and our kids never let up. They never hung their head. I mean, they just they believe they can win, and so that's really powerful when you get a bunch of kids that can believe they win. And this team's kind of got a little chip on their shoulder. A lot of people said, number 4 ranking, that's last year's work and all this and that. And they were ready to go down there and prove that, they got what it takes to win too.
Now, they score. You guys scored in the fourth quarter. How late in the game before it was scored? The go-ahead score.
I think there was like 4 or 5 minutes left when we scored.
Okay.
We didn't play very well on defense. We gave up 4 fourth and long conversions.
Oh man!
And 3 of those led to touchdowns. So the game really should have been 21-0. One of them was a stupid penalty, and the other 2 are just. I mean, they just made good plays, and we didn't. And so, we didn't play real well on that side of the ball. But we always talk about we always got one more, and that last 4th down conversion, we got that one stopped. So that was the one that mattered the most.
There you go. So you get Central Florence. Dang, Coach, it don't get any easier here at home next week.
No, it never gets any easier in our region. I think the region's pretty even. There's a lot of teams that are well evenly matched, and we're going to have to, we've been talking about we're in the driver's seat. We won the region last year, and going to Desper and getting that win puts us right back at the top. And we're going to stay at the top until somebody beats us, and that's the ultimate goal. Take this one game at a time each week, and it's going to be a tough challenge. Central's always really well coached. We got a lot of respect for what they do, and they're real methodical, and they do what they're coached to do, and we're going to have to bring our A game and get ready to try and go 2-0 in the region.
And they got to drive to West Limestone, so that's much better than having to drive out there.
Yeah, I do not like going over there and playing, that's for sure.
No, sir, absolutely not. Tim?
Well, let's do some seniors for our spotlight.
All right, let me start with let me go with Brooks Poff. He's a senior wideout for us. Last night he had a huge 3rd and long catch. And he really took a hard hit, but caught the ball. He's done a fantastic job for us so far. The first couple games is stepping up this year. And another one, let me go with Josh Turner. Last night our offensive line was definitely outmatched by size, and man, those guys just got after it. I mean, he's not even 200 pounds. This kid that he was having to block and kick out all night was, 6'5", 275, and he just put his helmet repeatedly under his chin, and that big old dude, he didn't want no more. By the time the game was over, and I tell him, I said, keep going. He don't like it. So, Josh did a fantastic job for us, and another one's Dakota Wilson. He's a starting running back. He had to slide in and play safety at the end of the game. Our safety, got banged up, and he had 13 carries for 150 yards last week, and did a great job last night. He had a long run. He broke off and scored. So, just real proud of those guys. They're doing a fantastic job of asking them doing what we ask them to do and leading our team.
Well, Coach, before we go here, I have to mention the West Limestone community hurting with the loss of Christopher Easter, a former West Limestone football player, and his family, Jenny and Randy. So send prayers out for those guys.
Absolutely. West Limestone's a tight family. I've heard a lot about Chris, and I hadn't heard anything negative. But we're gonna have a moment of silence at the game next Friday for him, and also Mac Ridgway, that was
Mac
actually
passed away.
A grandfather of one of our current sophomores, and he was on the I think the 1957. I think he played on the 1957 Mythical State Championship. So,
yep.
We're going to honor both of them Friday night.
That's great. Well, Coach, thank you so much for your time, man. Good luck next week, and stay healthy.
Hey, we appreciate it, guys.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank y'all.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, head coach Shelby Davis, coach of the West Limestone Wildcats on the First National Bank Hotline, making communities great. And it's time to take a quick break. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC, the Big 1080.
Follow us on Twitter. Just search for Tailgate Talk AL. Call or text us with your comments during the show, too, at 256-812-1848. We'll be back with more Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC. At Hendricks Power Washing and Striping, your property is their priority. Power washing, striping, seal coating, crack filling, and asphalt maintenance, rain or shine, day or night. Call Colby for a free quote at 256-763-1740. Visit their Facebook page and see what they've done for other satisfied customers. Give your home or business that brand spanking new look, courtesy of Hendricks Power Washing and Striping. Licensed and insured. Call 256-763-1740. Hendricks Power Washing and Striping.
Hey guys, this is Joanna Clem for CEI Bookstore and Truth Publications. I'd like to personally invite you to visit CEI Bookstore. While you're here, you'll find a wide selection of Bibles, gift items, trustworthy study materials, and more for you and your church. Our friendly staff will be happy to help you with your selections while you shop in the store. We even offer personalized Bible imprinting and gift wrapping. Not in the Athens area? Enjoy shopping with us online at truthbooks.com. CEI Bookstore and Truth Publications, taking his hand, helping each other home.
Smith's Heating and Cooling in Elkmont is your friendly local contractor servicing most brands of equipment and proudly installing industry-leading Rheem systems. Whether it's an air conditioner, gas furnace, heat pump, or indoor air quality system, Smith's Heating and Cooling takes pride in their exceptional installation and 24/7 customer service after the fact. They offer financing too. Call 777-5450 today to schedule an appointment or a free no-obligation consultation. Smith's Heating and Cooling. Call 777-5450. Visit them on Facebook or online at smithsheatingandcoolingllc.com. Come see all your friends at Applebee's in Athens, Highway 72 West, just off I-65. 12 minutes guaranteed or it's free Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. 7 items to choose from. Can't make it for lunch? Visit them for happy hour, 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. or late night. Half-price appetizers with beverage purchase, 6 appetizers to choose from. One of your favorite teams is sure to be playing on the big screen, too. See you tomorrow at Applebee's Neighborhood Grill, Highway 72 Athens, just off I-65. Need custom screen printing or other promotional products? Got You Covered Screen Printing and More in Athens is, well, got you covered. Screen printing, promotional items, stickers, graphic design, vinyl for signs and garments, and other customized products. They also offer local pickup and delivery services, rush orders, volume discounts, and can customize any project to meet your needs. Got You Covered guarantees to get the job done and will work hard to make sure you're completely satisfied. Call today, 444-4500, or stop by and see them at 389 West Sandifer Road in Athens. Got You Covered Screen Printing and More.
Takes a snap. He's rolling to his left. He's looking downfield. He's looking in the end zone. He throws a jump ball. It's complete. Touchdown, Golden Eagles.
Hi, everyone. This is Greg Young. Join me for Golden Eagle football every Friday night on WKC1080.com.
Athens High School football, also on your WKAC Sports app or on your Amazon or Google Home device by saying Play WKAC Sports. Listen for the radio replays Saturdays at noon and check out the archives on the WKAC Sports page. Golden Eagle football all season long from 1080 WKAC.
Hi there, this is Kevin McLeod, former Auburn Tiger, former NFL running back. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
I'm all about that action. I'm all about that action. I'm all about that action. I said I'm all about
Welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk, ladies and gentlemen. We're live here with the First National Bank Hotline, making communities great. Our Swami of the SEC himself, Mr. A.P. Steadham. There he is.
I lost y'all.
I know, buddy. I said I done given you a big introduction, Swami of the SEC, and then there was nothing. I was deflated.
Oh, my goodness. Good morning. Good morning.
How are you doing there in the big city?
Oh, good. Are we live right now?
Yes, sir. We are live right now.
Oh, well, I got to welcome. I'm so glad to be on Applebee's Tailgate Talk, WKAC, 1080 AM, Athens, Alabama.
That's good. Now, am I mistaken, or was I dreaming things when you posted about your hotel room with the jacuzzi and everything?
Oh, no, sir. That's legitimate. I love staying at that place.
I love it, man. That's Todd
in downtown Atlanta, right across from the College Football Hall of Fame, diagonal. Beautiful spot.
There you go, buddy. There you go. Now, Todd's not here today, and Jay, he's headed down to the ball game, so I'm not going to ask you about any pictures or girls or friends you might have had over in the jacuzzi. So.
Oh, okay, all righty.
What are you as excited as everybody else for this game this afternoon?
Yeah, I really am, because we know that Bryce Young was highly recruited. We saw him play last year. It wasn't during any crucial moments that I recall. So we don't know what he's going to do exactly when the lights come on and he's playing against the number one defense, and they've had all summer to concentrate on stopping him specifically. And then we have some young receivers along with John Meshie III, Brian Thompson Jr. He's been a stalwart downhill running back, so we know what he's a proven player. We got the other younger players that they have different types of bodies, speed and power, and so it's a combination of about four of those players probably being substituted during the game. And then we have some different offensive linemen, at the guard position, the Randolph at the tackle position. Hopefully he can play. And now I'm excited about the tight ends. Jaleel Billingsley, if his attitude is correct in the eyes of Nick Saban, and also Cameron Latou. We know he can outrun the defender. We saw it in the spring game for that, I think, with a 59-yard catch and sprint to the end zone. And then the kicking game, I'm always got to be concerned about the kicking game. Will Riker was perfect last season. Hopefully he continues. We have the kicker, the punter from Australia. And then defensively, those defensive linemen, they really came on last year at the end of the season, putting pressure on the quarterback. And of course, Will Anderson Jr., he's a All-American type, so he's going to continue to put pressure on the quarterback from the edge. And Chris Allen on the other side, and the linebacker from Tennessee that transferred, Henry Tuo, I believe that's how you pronounce it. Tuo. So, and then the secondary, we want to watch the cornerback opposite Josh Jobe. Probably Jalen Armour Davis out of Mobile, and then we'll see Kool-Aid over there too, Kool-Aid McKinstry. So, if I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to test that cornerback opposite Josh Jobe. And the safeties, they're capable. So this Alabama team, we just don't know how they're going to perform when the lights come on, because they have some new players. And I think Nick Saban, he kind of intimates that during his press conferences. And he keeps mentioning something interesting, that Bryce Young needs the supporting cast to play well. So maybe they haven't been playing as well as he thought. So we're going to find out today.
Yeah, that's what I've listened from what I've watched on the news media is that the defense is going to be strong, but you're unsure about the offense. So I remember those days. People say that the defense is ahead of the offense. So
right, correct.
Defense keep you in the game till offense gets rolling, or the offense may roll off the bat. You can never tell.
Might. Yeah, they might, because I'm sure Bryce Young is anxious to prove himself. He didn't come about 2,500 miles to sit on the bench and watch somebody else play quarterback. It's now his turn, his chance. He's more dynamic in the pocket with the mobility, so that'll be a little bit of high adventure, hopefully not too much, right? And we want to continue that trend with Alabama quarterbacks. Very few turnovers, maybe half a dozen interceptions through the year, something like that, and not have any fumbles. So
gotcha.
those are the keys to look for today in its first start against it. A solid Miami team. Defensively, I don't know what they can do with Alabama. Last year they had that 700-yard game. They gave up that many yards against North Carolina. That's enough for a lifetime if you're a Miami team.
That's true. We'll talk a little bit about the other game tonight under the lights. Boys from the rubber capital of the world, the Akron Zips, are coming down. That's where my employer's up there, man. I can't say too much. Goodyear Tire and Rubbers. I have to be. I have to be nice.
You have to be kind to them. That's right. The Zips, right?
Yep.
You're hoping the score is not a zip. Let them score touchdowns, right?
I'd rather them not score.
Right. But no, I expect two quarterbacks to play. I really do. I expect Bo Nix to play, but I'm the new coach with no allegiance to Bo Nix. I would like to put in T.J. Finley as well to get him experience with this new Auburn offense. I think the pass rush will be better this year for Auburn than it was last year. I think you're going to see them throw to the tight end more effectively than they have in the past. They have some new receivers. We have to watch that Demetrius Robertson, right? The Cal Georgia transfer.
Exactly.
He's probably going to be the top receiver on that team, I believe. It's got Cedric Jackson, been there a long time. So, but they need those guys to perform. Bo needs support, just like Bryce Young needs support. Bo Nix needs the support of his team. That's including the offensive line, particularly because he was running for his life last year. So we're going to, and I think they're going to swap out some people on the offensive line too.
Yes, they're talking about doing some rotation there. I think they're going to try to set the game tone, let Tank Bigsby run the ball. That's the key. It's the key in all games.
I think so. And get that rhythm in the passing game for Bo Nix, where he has a chance to complete some passes early, become confident with not only himself, but throwing to his wide receivers and tight ends. And maybe we'll see Tank Bigsby, I think, get the ball in a pass rush.
Yeah. I've heard a lot of people talk about him throwing to Tank, but.
He's an excellent back.
Yes.
I'm sure he's well-rounded enough to be catching the ball, be effective on the perimeter. And then Anders Carlson, he could have an All-American type year. And then they have the punter returning, I believe. So I think the kicking game should be solid.
Yes, should be solid. Well, AP, I hate to do it, but we're run out of time, man. I'm going to give you a big hope your team wins. I don't say those two other words that start with the R and the T.
I say all college teams because I love college football.
Absolutely.
I enjoy learning about other teams. I enjoy being around other fans, other schools, other campuses. It's all 100% in for me on all the teams playing college football.
Well, my wife's son is marching for Mississippi State, so I'll throw a Hail State out for them as well.
Okay. Oh, great. I love the band.
I love the band.
By the way, Alabama, I think is leading the Macy's Day Parade this year in New York.
Okay. Thanks, brother. We got to go.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much for having me on the show. Appreciate
All right.
it.
Thanks, AP.
Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye. Ladies and gentlemen, AP Steadham, our Swami of the SEC. It's time to take a break. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC.
At Hendricks Power Washing and Striping, your property is their priority. Power washing, striping, seal coating, crack filling, and asphalt maintenance, rain or shine, day or night. Call Colby for a free quote at 256-763-1740. Visit their Facebook page and see what they've done for other satisfied customers. Give your home or business that brand spanking new look, courtesy of Hendricks Power Washing and Striping. Licensed and insured. Call 256-763-1740. Hendricks Power Washing and Striping.
Hey guys, this is Joanna Clem for CEI Bookstore and Truth Publications. I'd like to personally invite you to visit CEI Bookstore. While you're here, you'll find a wide selection of Bibles, gift items, trustworthy study materials, and more for you and your church. Our friendly staff will be happy to help you with your selections while you shop in the store. We even offer personalized Bible imprinting and gift wrapping. Not in the Athens area? Enjoy shopping with us online at truthbooks.com. CEI Bookstore and Truth Publications, taking his hand, helping each other home.
Smith's Heating and Cooling in Elkmont is your friendly local contractor servicing most brands of equipment and proudly installing industry-leading Rheem systems. Whether it's an air conditioner, gas furnace, heat pump, or indoor air quality system, Smith's Heating and Cooling takes pride in their exceptional installation and 24/7 customer service after the fact. They offer financing too. Call 777-5450 today to schedule an appointment or a free no-obligation consultation. Smith's Heating and Cooling. Call 777-5450. Visit them on Facebook or online at smithsheatingandcoolingllc.com.
Hi, this is Athens girls basketball coach Jeffrey Tucker, and you are listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
Welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Our final guest of the evening is Coach Michael Pendergrast of the Elkmont Red Devils on the First National Bank Hotline, making communities great. Coach, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me again.
Hey, anytime, my friend, anytime. Tough loss last night. Boys are still digging and playing hard, trying to find themselves maybe.
Yeah, I think so, man. We're just trying to find who we are and our identity, and just changing culture, man. That's what we're working on. So.
Baby steps, as they say. Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither was Syracuse. So,
no doubt. So,
well, some of the positives you can take away from last night.
Roe Allen competed. They competed. We just we find out what we got to do to get better and just keep moving. We're just the kids. Some of the kids played hard, and some of the young guys showed us that hey, they can compete too. So we're gonna give them a chance. So.
All right. So next week you have Central Tuscumbia.
No, Colbert Heights.
Colbert Heights. That's what it says.
Mm-hmm.
I was looking at the initials in Colbert Heights. Yes. So they used to every time they scored they'd touch off a cannon. I don't know if they still do that or not. We've been out there a time or two. I think they had to go get some more ammunition way back in the
day. Well, hopefully not this time.
Not this time. Not for Elkmont.
Yeah.
That was a different school.
No.
Yeah.
So.
All right. So you got out everybody pretty healthy.
Yeah, we Bryce Blade, one of our seniors, kind of went down with a little sprained MCL out. So he'll be out for a couple of weeks. But everybody's coming back pretty healthy. So we should be okay. We came out okay. So considering the outcome.
That's good. Well, Coach, thank you for coming in and talking to us. No, wait. Tim's pulling some headphones off. He got some stuff he wants to ask you.
Well, I mean, we've still got we talked about injuries. What about penalties last night?
Yeah, we did have quite a few penalties. A few offensive penalties as far as just, not getting lined up right. Quarterback not getting the guy in motion. Defensive just jumping off sides a couple times. I think we had a personal foul, which I'm kind of proud of the kid. He was an 8th grader, and, hey, he was in there competing harder than a lot of the rest of the guys. So it's kind of a bright thing for the future, But nothing we can't fix, and we're going to come back and try to fix it. And we finally got a back shot on the film so we can fix some of the line stuff and teach them and coach them up. And that's part of coaching. And I didn't expect that butt whooping, but we got one. So
yeah, you got a co-host there.
Sounds like you got a future.
Yeah, I do. She's in the background. She's trying to fight on something. So.
Future cheerleader there, isn't you?
She is, yeah. So she hung in there last night the whole game. So.
And we've heard quite a few coaches today talk about cramping problems last night. Was that an area you had to struggle with too?
You know what? We've had cramping problems the first 3 weeks, but last night was not one of them.
Huh.
So I was kind of surprised. I think our conditions getting there, and the kids are competing, So I think, we're getting there. And, Ryan Boyd, one of our kids that cramps, probably 2 or 3 times a game. He didn't cramp any last night. Of course, he had a sore ankle, but he played the entire game and didn't cramp once. So I think our kids are kind of getting used to the heat, the humidity, and coming along. So.
Well, speaking of Ryan, he's been the only senior spotlight you've done so far. So let's throw another one out there.
Roe Allen, he's a competitor. He's got to get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes he doesn't make great decisions, but he gets back up and he has a good attitude, and he does it. Goes again the next play, and he's trying to score every play, and so he's my senior spotlight of the week. He's a great kid. I love to coach him. So.
All right. Well, Coach, best of luck next week at Colbert Heights, and keep digging, brother.
Man, thanks. We need it. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
All right, man.
Talk to you later.
Yes, sir. Bye.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. We're going to end with Coach Michael Pendergrast from Elkmont High School. On behalf of producer extraordinaire Tim Lambert, my name's Tom McClung, old Tomcat.
Let me throw out something because we still got about a minute. So.
Oh, okay.
Athlete of the Week, congratulations to Faith Craig of West Limestone. She gets her Applebee's gift card and a Tailgate Talk T-shirt. So congratulations to Faith. And if you've got any nominees you'd like to put out there, go to tailgatetalk.net, and there's a form you can fill out. And we'll have another poll up on the website tomorrow along. And, of course, we'll be also promoting our guest for next week, Jake Crane from the J-Boy Show. And, you're not going to be here.
I might be. The schedule is still fluid.
Oh, okay.
I have a press pass in the press box at Athens Stadium. It's hard to let them. Jake would understand. If I might actually see him down there anyways if I get to go. We're working on the schedule. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, now is time to go. On behalf of producer extraordinaire Tim Lambert, I'm Tom McClung. Old Tomcat here saying we ain't got to go home, but we got to get ourselves up out of here. War Eagle and Roll Tide and Hail State, ladies and gentlemen. Goodbye.
You've been listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk live on location. You can hear the archive of this and other shows online at tailgatetalk.net. Join us next Saturday at 10 a.m. on 1080 WKAC. Applebee's Tailgate Talk is a production of Play Action Sports on 1080 WKAC.